Good morning. The kindling of this flame, we reaffirm our commitment to accept life's gifts with grace and gratitude, and to use them to bless the world in the spirit of love. A friend of mine has a daughter who is a senior in high school. She's scheduled to graduate this month, but of course the graduation ceremony has been canceled due to the global pandemic. My friend is going out of her way to try to make the occasion still special for her daughter. She's compiling a custom-made graduation book for her, filled with childhood photographs, notes, and well wishes, taken from extended family and friends that were invited to contribute to it. She invited me as well to contribute to the graduation book. I thought long and hard about what words of wisdom I could offer to a high school graduate. I thought back to my own childhood and imagined what I needed to hear, but quickly realized how eccentric I was, and what I needed to hear probably wasn't relevant. I thought of the time we were living in now and what would be relevant to her. Shel Silverstein was a poet I really admired and enjoyed as a young person, and a poem from his collection, Where the Sidewalk Ends, is what I ended up submitting to the graduation book. To Chasey on her graduation from high school, 2020. Listen to the mustn'ts, child. Listen to the don'ts. Listen to the shouldn'ts, the impossibles, the won'ts. Listen to the never haves, then listen close to me. Anything can happen, child. Anything can be. As children and as adults, we hear often, this is the way it has always been. That is the way of the world. This is the way it must be. I had a professor during seminary who told me that the core oppression underlying all the isms we're familiar with, racism, sexism, classism, underlying them all is the belief that society can't be any other way. This is why it's so important to study history and anthropology and intellectual history. You quickly realize what they're telling you isn't true. Today, going into the third month of stay-at-home orders and realizing this global pandemic will influence our societal behavior for years to come, policy changes are being discussed at the national level. Is tying healthcare to employment really the best we can do when tens of millions of people are suddenly unemployed? Is providing minimal income to citizens and maximal income to corporations really the smartest way forward? Fresh thinking and fresh ideas on policy are called for. We would do well to let go of limiting beliefs on how society must be, especially beliefs that are premised on inaccurate assumptions about human nature. Our Unitarian and Universalist ancestors in the 19th century tried to steer their religion to focus on the limitless and the sublime, rather than limitations and small frameworks. I will take my leave from you with this prayer from the 19th century Unitarian minister, Theodore Parker. Be ours a religion which like sunshine goes everywhere. Its temple, all space. Its shrine, the good heart. Its creed, all truth. Its ritual, works of love. Its profession of faith, divine living. May you go in peace.